Okay, so I got mixed 5 milliliters for 4 liters of water. I got that in here.
Ye girls of old Ontario, please listen what I say. While raftsmen travel down the rapid river every day, and driving down those rapid streams as raftsmen they must do, while the lazy and loafing farmer boys they stay at home with you. While the lazy and loafing farmer boys they stay at home with you. The lazy loafing farmer boys, they tell the girls great tales. They tell them of the danger when a crossing o'er the fields, and a cutting of the grass and weeds is all that they can do. While the burly courageous shanty boys are driving down the Sioux. While the burly courageous shanty boys are driving down the Sioux. When the sun is going down, their plows they cast aside. They jump upon their horses' backs and homeward they do ride. And when the clock strikes 8 or 9, then into bed they crawl. While out in Lac St. Louis we're a-running in the squall. While out in Lac St. Louis we're a-running in the squall.
So make sure all your equipment's nice and clean before you start. And tomorrow, before I start brewing, because I use chlorine, I'm going to give it one last wash, because I'm going to let it dry out overnight with this one-step no-rinse cleaner. Dissolve 3 ounces for 5 gallons. Okay, so here we're at the morning of the brew day. I decided to crack my grains this morning rather than last night. So this here is a Corona mill with a high hopper, and essentially you pour your grains in, which I'll explain what's going into this after. I'm just showing you how to crack them. Pour the grains in, and you adjust your wheel to the consistency of what you want to crack. Now this is just a homemade system here. With a plank of wood to sit on the bucket. It's cheap, you know, this cost me 30 bucks I think for the thing, so. And this takes a while. Make sure that you have some time during the day. And what you're looking for is a consistency where these grains here are cracked, and that's how you're going to extract the sugars from them. Now, because I'm doing this myself with an old machine, there are whole grains that come through like this, so I'll have to put this through twice.
Driving down the Sioux. When the sun is going down, their plows they cast aside. They jump upon their horses' backs and homeward they do ride. And when the clock strikes 8 or 9, then into bed they crawl. While out in Lac St. Louis we're a-running in the squall. While out in Lac St. Louis we're a-running in the squall. And when the springtime rolls around, the foreman he will say, lay down your saws and axes, boys, we drive the river today. And the wind blows from the mountains, which tosses us upside down, and it sets us in confusion.
So here's my finished grains, and you can see there's some good color in there once you mix all the grains in. So I just want to show you what it's like. Make sure that you mix all your grains in so that they're all nice and equal and all distributed evenly. I'll give you a bit of an idea kind of what the color of the beer is going to look like. Okay, so I'm going to put this in simple terms for you. We've got the cracked grains. We've put them here into our mash tun. And I've also attached the hose here, which you're going to need to do if you have the same type of mash tun to the ball valve. And I've got exactly 16.5 liters, or for you guys in the States, 17.36 quarts of water. Now some people say that you shouldn't use tap water, but what we're going to do, because we are using tap water and not spring water, is we're going to take this stuff here called 5.2 pH stabilizer. That's what you want your water to be at. You don't need this, but it'll just make sure that there's no off flavors because of the pH level of your water, and that depends on where you are. So you take 1 tablespoon of the pH stabilizer and you just put that into your mash. And that'll level up the pH level of your water. So what I'm going to go do now is boil my water to exactly 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I'm going to move the water into here, into my mash tun, and pour it on top, and we'll level it out at 150 degrees Fahrenheit and we'll let it sit for 1 hour. So we're pouring our water in here. It's about 180 degrees Fahrenheit. And what we want to do is get this to sit at 150. So it's going to soak up some of the green. And right in the core of the grains, you can see it's almost at 150. There we go. So what we're going to do is leave this here closed. We'll put a blanket on top, and that'll just help secure a good solid temperature for 1 hour. Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes left until our mash is done converting. And what it's doing right now is taking a grain and converting it into a sugar. And you'll see a sugary substance come out of here. And that's your main fermentable. That's what the all grain beer is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put about 2 gallons of water, boil it to about 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to come back in and we're going to do what's called washing the grains, or sparging is the correct term. So we're going to sparge these grains, we're going to rinse off what sugars are left, collect everything, and then we'll start our boil.
Is over, my girls, just do the best you can. And you're sure to be glad you waited for your roving shanty man. Oh, you're sure to be glad you waited for your roving shanty man.